We are so back, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, hold on. Oh my god, I totally forgot to do the screen. I got so excited. Okay, hold on. Give me a moment. What a way to start. Here we go. Hold up, let me just adjust everything here. Ah, shit! God, I'm so confused. What am I... Oh, okay, here we go. We are so back. Oh my god, we are so back on Paranormasight. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? How are you? Fine, thank you. Now, you know what? Enough about that. Let's just jump into it. Hold on, wait, no. Let me just alert my boys real quick, and then we'll jump into it. Just give things a moment to kind of settle in. You know what I mean? Just one moment. Uno momento, por favor. ちょっと待ってください. Okay. お待たせしました. Let's begin. 始めましょう. Oh my god, visuals. Wait, I recognize that sound. Hey, it's a storyteller! Okay. My apologies for the wait. Welcome. How wonderful it is to see you again. I am the storyteller, your guide to the world of Paranormasight. Hold up, let me just adjust my camera so it's not blocking the text here. Oh my god, I miss that song so much. That song is a classic. Now then, I understand you might be keen to dive into our story. There are some important matters I must address first, so please bear with me a while longer. First, this game uses autosave. The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. Whoa! From here, you can check the text log, view files, and adjust your settings for auto mode. You can also adjust the volume and other game settings in the options menu. If you find that certain effects make the text difficult to read, you may turn them off. I recommend you check the brightness, controls, and other settings now before continuing. You know what? Let's do that right now. Hold on. Before we do that... Okay, we're just checking the sound real quick. Okay, good. Adjust brightness levels so that we don't get the weird gamma stuff going on here. And we'll be fine. Now, let us go over the basic controls. When the game is in your control, you may drag the screen to look at your surroundings. You will once again become able to move after this, so try taking a look behind you before turning back to me. Don't jump scare me, dude. Oh, thank God, okay. Wonderful. Well done. You may also select the face of an individual in front of you to talk to them. You. Please, go ahead and try with me. Bravo, a fine display. There are times when you will be presented with options such as these. Do not fear, you will come to know where we are eventually. Once you have seen everything an option has to offer, a check mark will appear next to it like so. Oh, so you've forgotten who you are, have you? But there is no need for concern. It is for that reason that I am here to guide you, after all. You may be confused at first, but continuing through the story should allow you to remember your true objective. That is all for my explanation of the basic controls. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. Ah yes, there is one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. As you may know, I previously served as guide to a different tale in the world of Paranormasight, one concerning the 7 mysteries of Honjo. Good game, by the way, highly recommend. You wouldn't happen to be familiar with the events of that tale, would you? I am, so if you haven't played the first one, I suggest you get out of here and do that right now, because there will be spoilers. Is that so? So we have met before then? You looked quite different during our previous encounter, so I failed to recognize you at first. My apologies. In that case, there is nothing I need warn you about. Well, I believe I have kept you waiting long enough. The tale you're about to experience concerns a number of legends passed down in Ise Bay, a stretch of sea bordering Mie Prefecture. Specifically those legends involving mermaids. Yes, as the subtitle suggests, our subject this time is the widely familiar Mermaid. Wow, is that the new Ariel live-action adaptation? Since ancient times, a great many legends about mermaids have been passed down in countries all around the world. In Japan, many of the legends famously include the idea that eating their flesh grants immortality. The tale of Yaobikuni, which continues to be told in such places as Wakasa Province, modern-day Fukui Prefecture, is perhaps the most well-known. These legends have spurred those with a yearning for immortality to seek out mermaids since ancient times. Of course, as I just mentioned, these are only some of the many legends concerning mermaids that exist across the globe. Indeed, many have sought out mermaids simply due to fascination with their status as rare and mystical beings. They have also served as the inspiration for countless creative and artistic works throughout the ages. It would seem that mermaids possess a mysterious charm that has captivated the human heart for myriad reasons, irrespective of era or culture. Hold up, I got a notification or something. Let me just check. I don't know who this is. Anyways, give me a moment. Let me just recalibrate my screen here, and then we shall continue. So I can talk to all of you. Okay, as I was saying, yes. The files added just now should provide a general overview of the terms that came up in our conversation. I recommend giving them a read when you have the time. It may allow you to enjoy the story more deeply. What's highlighted in pale blue usually indicate that there is a related entry in the files. Now then, allow me to introduce the primary setting of this tale. The majority of our story takes place on Kamishima, an isolated island in the waters of Ise Bay. You will experience events through the eyes of a young resident of the island, one user Minakichi. If nothing else, please remember that. Well, I believe this ends my initial explanation. Bon voyage, and do enjoy the tale. Bye! See you next time. It's nice catching up again. Good to see you. The story is a work of fiction based on existing locations. Please note that one of the locations that appears in this game is a fictional island with no counterpart in reality. Noted. Okay. Sounds a lot like Kagoshima, but... Did you come to me, or did I go to you? I cannot recall whether it was a dream or reality. I cannot recall if I was asleep or awake. Oh, I like the music. Very ambient. 1980 something, huh? Oh, we got two boys here. Right, this should do it. All good to go, user? Yep, ready as ready can be. I feel so light. I bet I could even outswim a shark. No, more than that. I was born for this moment. The legend of Kamishima's patron saint of diving begins today. Oh, I got a weird text message. Hold up, give me a moment. Sorry, interruption. Oh my god. Okay, it's kind of important, so... Give me a moment. I'm so sorry. God damn it. One moment, I'll be right back. Give me a few seconds. You saw nothing here. It will be very quick. I am terribly sorry about that, everyone, but we are back. Sorry, just a little, what's it called? Hold up there. Stupid work-related things. But we're back. We're back, and that's all that matters. So yeah, hope I didn't lose you. Okay. Anyways, where were we? Right. This boy. This young man. Oh, wait. Hold up. Let me just check something real quick here. Yeah, okay. Cool. I already forgot his name. Yuza, right? I think it was Yuza Minakchi. Okay, anyways. Unpause. No. More than that. I was born for this moment. The legend of Kamishima's patron saint of diving begins today. Kamishima youth, get these Japanese words off of me. Yuza Minakchi. Whoa, that sounds pretty impressive. But this is your first time diving out in the bay, so don't push yourself too hard, alright? Yeah, I know it's my first time, but somehow I'm brimming with confidence. I just know I can land a massive haul if I try. Well, I'm glad to see you're roaring to go, but make sure you don't go too far from the boat at first. Best friend, Azami Kumoi. No need to worry, Azami. You just focus on getting the grill ready. We're having a feast tonight. Haha, I'll hold you to that. Diving minigame. Hold up, what? We're diving simulator? Oh, cool. That's cool. Okay. A diving minigame? In my visual novel? Oh, okay. I don't need to do much. Okay. Bro, this music. Ooh, delicious. I forgot what it's called in Japanese, but yeah, sea urchin sushi is really good, if done right. Barnacles? Are these barnacles? Oh! Boat! Bro, you didn't even give me a chance. Come on. Literally first level and I already died. Come on, bro. You can't just do that. That's not okay. Wow, that takes an entire business day to get back up. Okay, you know what? That makes sense. If you rise up too fast, you die of like pressure and whatnot. You don't want to do that. Give me this fucking barnacle. This better be worth a lot. I swear to God. All right, I get it. I just do one barnacle and then go up. I didn't even get to see how much it was worth. Okay, it is worth quite a bit. Bro, you should do more cardio. Come on. Wait, that's it? Can I start over? Bruh, come on. I can feel the pain you're feeling. Thank you, Legwall. It's reaffirming to know that. Bro, what is this fuck-ass diving minigame? Do some cardio, kid! God damn! Oh, this was just a tutorial. What happens if we run it back? Do we level up more? Hold up, I'm kind of curious. Can I hack this game to level up more? Let's get the sea urchin. Sea urchin sushi? Oh, man. Oishi! Hontoni oishi. Very oishi. Let's get these clams. Mecha oishi. Oh my god, oishi. Ah! Don't die on me, bro. Don't die on me, bro. I swear to God. Wow, Jozu. Okay, so yeah, getting that barnacle or oyster wasn't really worth it. I've learned. Whoa, we could just grind this? Nah, I'm not gonna grind it. I don't play like that. Okay, looks like you're all warmed up. Let's go out a bit further so you can look for something bigger. The biggest catch you can get at this time of year is probably abalone. Snagging just one is something to be proud of. But remember that sea creatures are living things. They'll change places every time you dive, so be careful. It's not like you have to master everything all at once. We can take off whenever you're ready. Alright, let's get that abalone. What does it look like? Let me just take another look at that thing for reference. Never mind. Let's dive right in. Where's the abalone? Oh! All the way there? Could it be? This question mark entices me. Hmm? Oh, shit! Whoa! Hmm? What the hell is that? No, no! Get away from me! Ah! Paranormasight! Welcome! The Mermaid's Curse. Written by Takanari Ishiyama. Character artist Gen Kobayashi, my goat. Music Hidenori Iwasaki. Producer Kazuma Oshu. Is this a horror game? It has horror elements. Yeah, it is kind of a horror game. That's not abalone. Oh, wow. When did I get so good at this? That's sea urchin. Wait, I gotta get back up. Fish. Okay, time to get back up. Is that abalone? That can't be abalone. Yeah, abalone looks different. Oh, we can just run it back like that? Okay, well, let's get the abalone then. Hopefully we don't run into a dead version of us again. Is that it? No, that's a clam. I'll get it anyways, why not? What's that? What's that yellow thing? A yellow clam. Underwhelming. Ah, get me back up! All right, we gotta grind for that abalone. Hopefully, it's not hard to find. I don't plan on spending the whole stream just diving. I have a feeling it could be around here. Nah, just a bunch of sea urchins. Well, okay, a lot of fishies over there. Darn. Oh! That's it! Wait, but it's so big! I can't. No, I'm about to drown. I'm about to drown! Take me up! Oh god. Oh, thank god I'm safe. Oh my god. Okay, so we really need to go far to catch those damn things, huh? Okay, noted. We're looking at the rocky places. That's where they are. Like that one! Hey, we found one. That better be. Come on. Yes! Get me out of here now. That better be an abalone. I swear to God. Yes! Yes! Finally! We can just... Wait, do we need two? We need two for a homie, right? Okay, fine. I'll get one more. It shouldn't be that hard. We just need to look at the rocky crevices again. We'll be sure to find one. Yeah, see? Easy. Found another one. Right here. Now let's get back up. And with that, we're done with the diving minigame for now. We'll come back here later. Damn, so close. That's enough. Let's cut some of this. Right, let's leave it at that for today. Good work out there, user. You managed to get a fair diving in, huh? I bet you feel like you've got a better grasp on things now. For sure. I feel like my diver rank's gone up at least a bit too. So, do you feel any different now? Did your body undergo any weird changes? Nope, I feel exactly the same. Nothing's changed. I'm the same old user I've always been. Guess we were a bit off the mark, huh? So, what do you want to do now? Should we call it a day? Azami. Before we head back, can we talk for a bit? Sure. What's up? So, when I was diving just now, a giant hole in the seabed a giant hole in the seabed you've never heard of before? Yeah, the rocks around it look like they only recently collapsed. So I think it probably opened up within the last few months or so. Ah, now that you mention it, there was a pretty big earthquake around here about 3 months ago. Maybe that had something to do with it? Oh, that's right. That would have been before I got back. Anyway, if you saw a giant hole in the seabed, you'd be curious about it, right? I sure would. Curious enough to try to take a look inside? It'd be pretty dangerous, but I guess I might, yeah. Right? So I went closer to try and get a better look. Did you see anything? Well, when I looked down into the hole, a ghost or something that looked just like me suddenly rose up from the depths. A ghost that looked like you? It swam towards me with its hand outstretched. It looked like it was trying to hand something to me. Or maybe it was trying to tell me something? Man. What did you do then? Did you take its hand? I did. I felt like I couldn't resist somehow. I guess even the patron saint of diving does foolish things sometimes. The only thing I was a patron of was carelessness and a lack of proper vigilance. Sounds like there wasn't much you could do about it, though. Hey, Yuza? A thing you ran into. Do you think it could have been a Tomokazuki? Tomokazuki? Huh? You've never heard of it? Well, I guess not even all the folks around here know about it either. It does sound familiar, though. The Tomokazuki is a sort of ghost story around these parts. The story goes that sometimes when diving, an Ama diver will come across another version of themselves, an exact copy. That other version of them will be holding out something they want, like an abalone. Something they want. Azami does some pretty funny faces. Yeah, you should have seen the characters in the previous games. They did that face too. I don't know why. It's just a PARANORMASIGHT thing, I guess. I mean, yeah, you never talk like this? Pucker your lips? Huh? By the way, does this sound okay? Like, you hear my voice okay? Should I lower the music a bit? Let me know. And when the diver reaches for it, the Tomokazuki grabs them and drags them to the bottom of the sea. Whoa, that's scary. But wait, the Tomokazuki I saw wasn't holding anything. It wasn't? Well, that's different. It's okay for me. Okay, good. That's good to know. Maybe it forgot it at home or something? At home, huh? The abalone? Yeah, the abalone. Maybe it left it at home. Huh. Maybe the Tomokazuki is more careless than the legends let on. You're pretty forgetful, though, so maybe it became such a perfect copy that it imitated that aspect of you as well. Ugh, that damn Tomokazuki! It knows my every weakness! Now that you mention it, though, I think I do remember that story from when I was younger. I guess the fact that I forgot the story really proves how forgetful I am, huh? No worries, it was a while ago, you know? So, Did anything happen after you took its hand? I don't really remember. When I came to, I was back outside the hole. I thought maybe I'd blacked out due to a lack of oxygen, or it had been some sort of hallucination. I see. Yeah, I guess that's possible. What if that's the case? That means I stopped you just to talk about some hallucination I saw. And that would be super embarrassing. Some people do say the Tomokazuki legends might have come about just because of divers seeing things when they ran out of air. But hey, it's no big deal even if it was a hallucination. The most important thing is you're safe. Still, I can't help but wonder about a hole suddenly appearing like that. Yeah, it's pretty weird. By the way, you know those symbols on your diving gear? Symbols? Yep. Seiman and Doman. The Amo divers around here have all of them somewhere in their outfits. All have them somewhere in their outfits. Rather, sorry. Oh, this was my mom's gear, so I didn't know. People say those symbols work as a charm to protect divers from the Tomokazuki. Interesting. But if I ran into a Tomokazuki just now, wouldn't that mean the charm didn't work? Maybe. But it could be thanks to the charm that you made it back safely. Sorry, The sea's a dangerous place even without the Tomokazuki around. Things could have been even worse without the charm to protect you. I see. So without this charm, I really could have been attacked by a shark. Glad I had it then. Seriously. The shark would have been no laughing matter. Hey, Azami. About the Tomokazuki just now. Yeah? Do you think it has anything to do with what we're looking into? Oh, okay. Well? My apologies for the interruption. I'd like to take this chance to inform you about a unique ability of yours, the recollection feature. But to make things clear, I must first tell you about the story chart. From here, you will return to this screen, the story chart, at breaks in the story. You see, the story you will witness will not necessarily unfold in chronological order. Typical. The screen will allow you to see where each chapter lies in the grand scheme of things, as well as select where you wish to proceed to next. If the icon for a chapter is not dim, that indicates it has not been fully completed. Generally speaking, completing a chapter will unlock the chapter immediately after it. However, there will occasionally be times when the recollection button will appear during the story, as you experienced just now. Pressing this button will allow you to delve into a memory evoked by certain words in the text, which will in turn unlock a new chapter, a past recollection chapter, for you to experience. A most remarkable ability, is it not? Once you have unlocked such a chapter, it will become available in the story chart for you to peruse as you wish. This ability will be key in unraveling the tale before you, so do be sure to press the recollection button when you see it come up. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. If so, could your mom have become an Amo diver because she wanted to find the Tomokazuki? But she wouldn't have worn something with his charm on it if that were true, right? Good point. Is that all you wanted to talk about? No, there's more actually. This might be the most important part. I realized there's something I need to do after this. Something really important. Hey, so you found a lead down there after all. I'm serious. If I don't pull this off, something terrible is gonna happen. Hey, I believe you. Go on, tell me everything. She kind of looks like the girl from Hunter x Hunter, the vacuum girl. So I do this one first, right? Yeah, I think that's the idea. I see. I see. If you say you want to be an Alma diver, then of course you've got my full support. But something tells me you're not just doing this for Suyu. People are bound to talk if you become an Alma diver here. You must have some other reason. One big enough to risk everyone running their mouths. I knew I couldn't hide anything from you, Azami. Wouldn't take me even Wouldn't take me even 0.2 seconds to see through one of your lies. So what's up? Tell me everything. I like the soundtrack of these games. It's so ambient and chill. Especially this game so far. The songs I've heard are just brilliant. Square Enix games. Hey, Azami. What I'm about to say is going to sound pretty crazy. You still want to hear it? Sure. Bring it on. Thanks. I'll come right out and say it then. I'm looking for a mermaid, and I need to find one by tomorrow. A mermaid, huh? By tomorrow with that. That's gonna be tough. You too, man. You know what's up. You know what's good, man. I'm being serious. In fact, I've never been more serious. I really do have to find a mermaid by tomorrow. I can tell you're not joking by the look on your face. You've got some sort of reason for saying this, right? Go on. I'm listening. Thanks, Azami. Is it okay if I talk a little about the disaster 5 years ago? The disaster, huh? If you're okay with it, sure. I was in middle school at the time, and my parents had taken me out to the bay on a little fishing boat. This massive storm came out of nowhere and sank all 3 fishing boats that got caught up in it. I was the only one who survived. Yeah, it was really terrible. Oh. I feel like this might come into play later. So what about the disaster did you want to talk about? Well, I've recently started to remember some things about what happened. For real? I know your memories of the disaster were kind of hazy due to the shock. But it's great that you're starting to remember. Oh, but I guess it's not exactly something you'd want to remember, huh? Sorry for getting all fired up. It's okay. It actually hasn't bothered me as much as I thought it would. Thanks for worrying about me, though. It's just that the things I've remembered are a bit strange, so I couldn't bring myself to say anything. Sorry for keeping quiet up to now. Strange, huh? Well, I can see why you'd want to keep it to yourself, all things considered. Don't sweat it. So, about the accident. When we ran into the storm, our boat got caught in the whirlpool and started to sink. My parents gave me a lifebuoy and lowered me into the water. They were frantic, and I was too stunned to know what was happening. I could imagine. That must have been really scary. The waves were knocking me around, so it took everything I had to hold on to the buoy. In the end, I just watched as the boat was swallowed by the water. Couldn't do anything else. There wasn't anything you could have done. It wasn't your fault, Yusa. But right after that, this huge wave came crashing down on me. I got dragged down to the depths of the sea, little life buoy and all. You got pulled under? But I thought... Yeah, up until now I thought I managed to miraculously stay afloat until I got rescued. But I remember now. I was pulled down underneath the waves. I remember being caught in a current and tossed all about underwater. I couldn't breathe. I was so sure I was going to die there. But then someone grabbed my hand. Wait. Are you saying what I think you're saying? I was barely conscious by that point, so it's not like I saw them clearly or anything. But I'm certain someone was there with me. Someone who grabbed hold of me and pulled me to safety. And from what I remember... You're saying they were a mermaid? Exactly. So you were saved by a mermaid. I'm sure of it. And it looked exactly like what first comes to mind when you hear the word mermaid. A real mermaid, huh? But it was a really extreme situation, so it's entirely possible I was just seeing things. Which would mean I called you out here just to talk to you about some hallucination I had. And if that's the case, I'm going to be super embarrassed. I mean, you're standing here talking to me now, right? So you must have gotten out of that situation somehow. I can't imagine any normal person being able to stay afloat in a storm like that, let alone managing to save someone. I like this guy. He's a real bro. He's not judgmental at all. He's just... That's a bro you want to have on your side right there. Same. You'd have to be some sort of superhuman or something. Or not human at all. Man, who would have guessed there were mermaids here in Issei? Azami the goat. For real, like, we've only started this game and already I like this guy. If I really was saved by a mermaid, I owe them my life. I like to thank them in person if possible. Makes sense. So that's why you're looking for them, huh? Well, if we managed to find them, I gotta thank them for saving you too. So I was thinking of heading to where the disaster happened, and diving there to see if I can find anything. Wait. Are you sure? You almost died there. I'll be fine. In fact, since I've never gone near there since the disaster happened, I was also thinking I'd like to do something to honor my parents and your dad's memory. Yeah, I'd like to at least offer flowers, if nothing else. The others have always kept their distance, but it's not like going there is forbidden or anything. Let's do it. Thanks, Azami. I owe you one. What a bro. But there's no guarantee the mermaid will still be around there, right? I'm thinking it'd be good to have more of a lead before we head out there. About that, do you mind if I say something crazy? Again? Sure. What's up? You remember my mom, right? Of course I remember Miss Mare. Well, she wasn't originally from Kamishima, but she met my dad when she moved here and ended up marrying him. Not gonna lie, she kinda pretty. But even to me, she never seemed to really fit in here. Well, I can't really disagree there. She never spoke to me much either. Some people even outright told me not to talk to her, you know? Said she was suspicious because we didn't know anything about her. Stuff like that. I guess that's understandable. She didn't really involve herself in community activities and almost never participated in local events. It felt like she was always keeping her distance from the other islanders somehow. 20 years here and she was still considered an outsider. Yeah, I never knew how to bring it up to you, but I always kind of wondered. Was there some sort of reason for that? Not as far as I know. Dad and Gran never seemed to mind, so I figured that's just how she was. Looking back at things now, it was pretty weird. Well, I guess even I thought she was a bit of an oddball at times. You say that, but I think you're getting to be pretty similar to her. What? Really? Hey, you, what's up, man? Give me money, please! What's up, Riddler? How you doing? You're missing some spicy horror story stuff going on right here. Yep. What's that saying? Marching to the beat of your own drum? You're both like that. Really? I have never realized. I've been so blind. A blind fool! I've been a fool. I'm such a mess. What is this game? LOL? Okay, so you've never played Paranormasight. So right now we're trying to solve this. Like, we're trying to find a mermaid. And when we were diving, we like saw a ghost of ourselves, like our dead selves, pulling us down the sea. And I was just trying to figure shit out, like what the hell's going on here. And then our protagonist here, he lost both his parents in an accident on sea. And then his bro also lost his father. We're getting to know more. We're like still barely started, so you haven't missed too much. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Huh? Even though he's got a lot on his plate, Azami agreed to meet up the moment I said something. He's been looking out for me ever since I came back. I couldn't ask for a better friend. Yeah, for real. This guy's a bro. But why'd you bring up your mom all of a sudden? Well, looking back now, there were a few things that always bothered me. Oh? For a start, no one ever told me where my mom was from. She was also natural at alma diving, but I never saw her eat any seafood. And sometimes at night, she'd suddenly say she wanted to go look at the sea before going out and not coming back for hours. Huh. I guess that is all pretty weird, yeah. That's not all. When I was sorting through my mom's belongings, I found this. We usually keep it in the family altar, but I brought it along today to show you. What is that? A fish scale? Okay, conspiracy time, theory time. His mom's a mermaid that became human. Just like Ariel in The Little Mermaid. That's what happened. She became human. That's why she's so mysterious. That's why she doesn't hang out with the villagers, because then the villagers will be like, this woman, she kind of smells like mermaid. She smells kind of fishy, you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about the thing between her legs, no. Anyways, I'm yapping. Boys half merfolk, exactly. Right, it is merfolk when you're like gender neutralizing it. It's huge. It's got to be at least 7 or 8 centimeters long. I always just figured she'd held on to it because it was a rare find. But once I remembered the mermaid, I began to wonder, what fish could the scale have come from? And why was my mom holding on to it? Whoa, hold it right there. You're not saying. I am. The mermaid who rescued me back then was... You, Azami! I think it was my mom. His mom left him after rescuing him. What do you think? I don't know. It's pretty out there. Could that even be possible? So your theory is your mom used to be a mermaid, but she became a human so she could live among us. Luckin'. Yeah, but she turned back into a mermaid. I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry, guys. Lock in. What the fuck? But she turned back into a mermaid when the disaster happened. And wasn't able to come back afterwards. Okay, what's that one effect where like you try not to think about it and it just gets worse? I wasn't able to come back afterwards. How does that sound? I don't know. but after hearing your story, I can't just dismiss it out of hand either. If that's really the case, my mom really is still out there in the sea somewhere, even if in a different form. I was thinking it'd be nice if I could see her again. It might be because they're still treated as missing instead of dead, but it still hasn't really sunk in that my parents are gone. I know what you mean. Sometimes it feels like my pops is just going to show up at home again like nothing ever happened. Oh, that's so real. Though even if your mom's alive, I guess it'd be hard for her to show up even if she's back in her mermaid form now. If my mom really does have some sort of connection to mermaids, then maybe that was the reason she never fit in here. It might help clear up any mistaken impressions the others have of her anyway. I see. So you think that by trying out ama diving, like your mom did, you might be able to find something out? And maybe if you're lucky, you'll run into a mermaid in the process. Yeah. And if I really am descended from mermaids somehow, it's possible that diving might awaken something in me. Yeah, it might kill you! It might fucking kill you! You fucking drowned the first time we dive! You can't fucking swim! Fucking lying ass little shit. Anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to break the mood there. I'm just... Alright, I hadn't thought of that. I guess if your legs suddenly become fins, we'll know for sure you're a second generation mermaid. Okay, I think I've gotten the gist of what you want to do now. Thanks for understanding, Azami. I haven't been happy with how people have been treating you ever since the disaster either, and what they say about your mom. If there's anything I can do to clear the air, I want to help. Thanks, I appreciate it. Though I don't know how people will react if you suddenly start talking about mermaids. It might be best to keep quiet about that part for now and just say you're looking into your mom. What do you think? Yeah, I think that would be best. Okay. Now we've got that settled, how about we head out tomorrow morning? That sound good to you? Yep. I've been doing some training in secret, so I'm all set. Sorry, yawn. Still, having to find a mermaid by tomorrow is pretty sudden. It's up to a tight deadline. Well, sorry, I can't say right now. If we manage to find one, I'll explain everything. I promise. Well, as long as you tell me later, it's all good. Oh, here's an idea. If you're in that much of a rush, how about we talk to Tsukasa and Sato? Maybe they'll be able to help out. I wonder, it would be nice to have more help. But will they even believe me? The whole thing is pretty crazy after all. Besides, Tsukasa's going back to the mainland soon. I'd hate to bother her now. True. Still, knowing Tsukasa, she might be surprisingly on board with the whole thing. See, I knew he'd be here. Oh! Damn. Whoa, speak of the devil. Gah! What did you two get here? She kind of bad though, not gonna lie. Oh? Talking about something you didn't want us to hear, were you? Boys will be boys, I guess. Wait a minute, how old are they? I hope I did not just... Okay. They are of age. I'm safe. I'm good. Okay. I almost regret... I almost regretted everything I said there. I'm not in the files, I swear, guys. Hey, oh no, sorry. Hey, you've got us all wrong. We weren't talking about anything like that. You know, looking at them, I get like a very Chie and Yukiko vibe from Persona 4. They give off that same vibe. She even looks like Yukiko, sorta. Yeah, you gotta hear me out, Tsukasa. I was powerless to resist.
I refused at first, but Azami insisted and... Oh, tell me more.
You might as well admit it. You might as well admit it, Yuza. And Sato, what's with the sudden keen interest? Enigmatic girl, Sato Shiranami. $17. Oh god. Oh god, no! Oh god, I take back everything I say. Oh no. I thought they were all the same age. What the fuck? Gah! Gah! Let's all calm down, okay? It's not like that. We were having a perfectly normal conversation about mermaids. Yeah, sure. Anyway. Hey, don't just brush me off! You're getting pretty worked up, Azami. Don't act all innocent! You're the one who caused this mess, you know! Sorry to interrupt your fun, but I really did have something to say. Folks are worried you haven't showed up to the association meeting, Azami. You should probably get going. Oh, damn, the meeting! It totally slipped my mind! Sorry, Yuza, I gotta go for now, but I'll get in touch later. No problem. Thanks for coming even though you're so busy. I guess we'll be on our way too then. Sorry, but we've got some important business of our own to handle. We won't be able to help out with whatever you're up to. Like, you know what? I feel like a more accurate vibe right now is Velma and Daphne. Okay, recollection time. So you did hear what we were talking about. Only the part where my name came up. I didn't want to be nosy, though. I see. Well, thanks for coming all the way out here to get Azami. I don't know what you guys are up to, but you've piqued my interest. Be sure to tell me all about it later, okay? Anyway, see ya. Come on, Sato. Roger. Oh, one more thing. You better not forget about the day after tomorrow. Tell Azami he better remember too. Sure, I'll tell him later. Okay, so does this mean I'm done? Yeah, I think it does mean I'm done. Okay, so next, Sato Shiranami. Sato? Sato, you got a sec? So, I was hoping to get a bit of advice. Thing is, you're the only one I can really talk to about this. Sure. What's up? If you got a problem, leave it to me. Kamishima's living, walking, talking encyclopedia. Okay, she looks like Velma. She looks like Daphne. But totally different personalities. Totally opposite. She's the Velma, personality-wise. That's the Daphne. That's the vibe I'm getting. I feel like the Chie Yukiko comparison's more accurate. I digress. Wow, that's a pretty impressive title, Miss Encyclopedia. Although I think the walking, talking kind of implies you're living already. Either way, I hope you can help. Bro, this landscape right here, so familiar. I saw this a lot in Okinawa. I know this is not in Okinawa, but still, it's just wild. I guess Okinawa is different in that it's got more concrete buildings rather than these. You know that even if it kills me, I'll squeeze every last brain cell I've got to help you, Tsukasa. Right. But you're supposed to be a living encyclopedia, so please don't go dying on me. Thanks for being there for me, though. Come on, let's go somewhere with no one else around then. Pardon me a moment, young ladies. Yes? I'm trying to remember the voices right now. You mean us? Even though I can't really do female voices. We gotta get a female voice actor in here. We gotta get a little crew here. If that's even possible.
Yes, sorry for the trouble, but I was hoping to get some directions. Oh, are you here sightseeing? Welcome to Kamishima!
Wow, she does not look creepy at all. He does not look creepy at all. They both look fucking creepy. I think it's the eyes. And the clothing. And the music.
I'm afraid it's not quite as relaxing as sightseeing. We're looking for the Wakamura residence. Would you happen to know where it is? The Wakamura residence? May I ask who you are? Oh, of course. Please pardon my manners. My name is Yumiko Shiki, a housewife from over in Tokyo.
Tokyo housewife. Yumiko Shiki.
Oh, a housewife. And this here is Soto Kiryu-chan. This here is Soto Kiryu. He's something like an assistant to me.
Oh, I was about to say something entirely different there. Why should I give him the Kiryu voice? Ah, fuck it, why not? Kazuma Kiryu. Beautiful eyes. My pleasure. My pleasure. A very unfitting voice for this twink-looking dude. Actually, yeah, chat, just let me know. Should I give him a Kiryu voice, or should I just give him, like, a twinkish kind of voice?
Oh, you must be guests for the old man. The Wakamura home is just up the slope after you head through that alley. It's a bit of a maze, though. Want me to show you? Ah, so it was that way. Thank you, but I believe we can manage from here. Believe it or not, we've been running all around the region. We're quite used to the area now.
Oh! Okay, what? Y'all hiding something?
Got it. Take care then.
Ma'am, is something the matter?
No, it's nothing. I'll tell you later.
What is going on with these people? What a off-putting vibe.
We'll be on our way then. Sorry for stopping you.
Huh. Those two had a really strange vibe. Yeah, see? She gets it. The old man sure gets some unusual guests. Yeah, there was something about them. Don't you think that's a kind of aura that sorcerers would give off? Yeah, actually, that's pretty on the nose. I mean, that's pretty on the nail. On the head? Basically, what I'm saying is that's very accurate, yes. They do look like sorcerers. Especially Kiryu.
Ah, I know what you're getting at. I've heard those rumors too. Everyone's saying that old man Wakamura has been super reliant on some shady sorcerer lately.
The plot thickens. The plot unfolds.
They did say they were from Tokyo. Maybe they really are sorcerers. Whatever. Come on, Sato, let's go. Yup.
Okay.
Okay, this spot should work fine. Oh man, now that I'm actually about to talk about it, I'm getting super nervous. Alrighty, you said you wanted some advice, so let's hear it. How can I help you, Mr. Casa?
Is it boy talk?
Well, I do want your advice. But I'm not really sure where to start. Well, I guess this really isn't an easy topic for her. In that case, let me start her off with another topic to loosen her up. Oh, Skasa, that reminds me. Did you catch the 2-hour suspense drama the other day? Oh, right, you said you were looking forward to it. I didn't see it. Mom was watching a period drama. Damn, that actor you like had a good part. He turned out to be the killer, though. Oh, I wish I could have watched it. You did just kind of spoil it, though. Wish we had a VCR like yours. You can record music shows and watch them over and over, right? That sounds amazing. Not many houses on the island have one, though. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a luxury, but being able to record TV programs is the best. You love TV way more than I do. It's great you can enjoy it whenever you like.
Is it time?
I guess you'll be heading back to the mainland now soon now that the Obon holidays are over. Yeah, I head back to my boarding school in 3 days. So I've only got until the day after tomorrow to take it easy here. Right. Time sure flew by. I'm really gonna miss you. Me too. Only 2 days left, huh? 2 days. What am I gonna do? I guess whatever she wants advice on is time sensitive. You really can't get enough of your TV. Hey, you think I watch too much? How much did you watch this summer? Well, I guess I'm pretty much always watching whenever I'm home. Nice. You should thank Old Man Wakamura for letting you watch as much as you want. We're hardly ever allowed to watch TV at boarding school. Even at home, I'm always fighting over what to watch with Ma. Makes it damn hard for me to keep up with the conversations at school, you know? TV's just got too much influence on everyone. Can't blame them either. It is pretty fun. Yeah, about that. How do I even put this? Looks like she hasn't loosened up much yet. Maybe I should start from a different angle. So the plans you were talking about for the day after tomorrow, I guess it's get together with the others before you head back? Yeah, that's right. Plans with Azami and Yuza. I couldn't give them much for this trip, so I figured they might be feeling a bit left out. Makes sense. You're pretty close friends. Totally. Even grown up, they still do the dumbest stuff. Just can't leave them be. Maybe I should leave you all to enjoy without me then. No way! They're lucky ones to have someone as cute as you come along with me.
Is it time? Is it time? Oh my god. Oh my god, loosen up already, lady.
Man, can't believe my summer break's already coming to an end. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Speaking of TV, I saw something on the morning news. Yeah? What happened? They said an Ama diver on the mainland went missing at sea. Oh yeah, I saw that too. I hope they find her safe. Apparently they're still searching, but it goes to show how dangerous being an Ama diver is. Yeah, even I've had a couple of moments out there that have been way too close. The catch is right in front of you. It's easy to think you can go a little bit further and then end up pushing it just too far. And end up pushing it, sorry, my bad. Sounds scary. You be careful out there. Now that I think about it, a little while back, there was that story about old human bones found on the seabed near Toba. Well, I've never heard about that one. That really happened? Creepy. Maybe it was someone who went missing at sea. I just hope it isn't like a curse or anything. Yeah, the sea can be pretty scary. The old granny's always told us. We islanders live with the sea. Never forget how fearsome it can be. That's why the Ama divers wear charms and mind the proper rites, right? Yeah. Gratitude, manners, and restraint toward the sea are never to be forgotten. That's the first thing they teach you when you start diving. You know, Sato, compared to when you first arrived on the island, you've really brightened up. Might be thanks to all the TV. Oh? Was I really that gloomy before? Yeah. Up till about a month ago, it felt like there was a little cloud hanging over you whenever we spoke. It was like you were kind of depressed all the time, like nothing in the world really mattered to you. Oof, so that's how I came off. Sorry for being such a downer. Yeah, you didn't crack jokes like you do now either. But this you? Way better. Having fun stuff going on really brought you to life. Makes sense. and try to keep up the positivity.
Alright, it's time. Ugh, my throat hurts doing these voices.
Okay, I'm ready. I'll just say. Go ahead. So the thing is, I think I like someone.
Yep. Figured.
All right, go on. We'll hardly get to see each other anymore soon. I want to tell him how I feel when I'm still on the island. Makes sense. I'll help however I can. As Kamashima's living encyclopedia, I've seen this all on TV before. I probably know a thing or two that can help. For sure! Yeah, you don't sound all that confident, which kind of makes me a little nervous. But I can tell you mean it. Thanks. I just don't really know what to do.
So which one? Who is it? Spill the tea, lady.
So, which of the two was the lucky guy? Who do you mean? No way!
Oh, it's someone else.
Don't tell me you think I like a zombie or Yuza? Wait, you mean it's not one of them? Me falling for one of them? Not a chance. Basically like brothers to me. I could never picture a romantic relationship with them.
Oh, okay.
Oops, sorry. I just assumed.
Hello, Ahmad.
I call myself the living, walking, talking encyclopedia and brag that I've seen it all on TV. But I guess I really don't know anything. I guess I don't really know anything. Sorry, this is just so embarrassing. I'm gonna go die now.
Why is she the embarrassed one? She's not the one confessing.
Whoa, don't sweat it! Really, no dying! But then, who is it? No point dragging it out, so I'll just tell you. It's Shotaro.
Oh, okay. Damn, he's got nice hair, not gonna lie. He's got the hair.
Ah, Mr. Wakamura's son? I see, I see. He's sincere, smart, and pretty handsome. I can see why you'd like him. Right? He's back visiting the island at the moment, but he usually goes to university in Tokyo. I've secretly admired him for ages, but I always thought he just saw me as a kid.
Yeah, I mean, you're still in high school, yeah.
I figured he'd never be interested,
But then again, the age gap isn't really that huge, so it shouldn't be a problem. I think. I'm assuming he's 19.
now I go to school in the mainland by myself, and I'm even working as a Nama diver. I think he might see me more as an adult now. More than before, anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. So you want to let him know how you feel while he's still on the island. Maybe it's all just one-sided on my end, but I can't keep these feelings bottled up. Then tell him, I'm with you.
That's a 4-year age gap. Okay. I don't know how he'd feel about it.
You're staying with the Wakamuras right now, yeah? Know anything about him that might help? Oh, I'm afraid Miss Encyclopedia might not have that kind of info. You don't have much info at all, do you? I mean, he's honestly not home most of the time, so there's a lot I don't know about him. Feels like he's always got something to do, checking in on folks all over the island. Like, I don't suppose you know if he has a girlfriend in Tokyo or anything. I'm afraid I'm not sure. Tokyo's packed with beautiful girls, right? A guy like him won't be left alone for long. Well, from what I've seen, I haven't noticed him keeping in touch with anyone. Ugh, then what about what he likes? Something he'd be happy to get. Let me think. Sorry, nothing's come to mind at all. I really may as well just go die somewhere. She doesn't know shit.
I like that that's her character thing. She has this title she's given herself for knowing everything. And she knows fuck all. Who knows? Maybe she'll come through later. That's so funny though.
Come on, don't say that. Thinking it through with me is more than enough. You've got to stop joking about dying like that. Tsukasa, how about this? I'm pretty sure I can ask Shotaro to meet us somewhere. I'll organize that for now, and we can plan from there. How does that sound? Oh, this sounds good. Thanks so much, Sato.
Ooh, this should be interesting.
So, we kicked around ideas the whole way back, but in the end, writing a love letter and handing it to him is the best call. That's the plan, yeah?
Okay.
Yep. Since way back when, the tried and true way has always been a love letter. The classic method. I like it. You're heading off to dive tomorrow morning, right? Yeah. Weather's looking good. Alrighty, then I'll ask you to come to the bay a little afternoon. That work for you? Yeah, I'll just need to have the letter ready by tomorrow. Hey, can you look it over before I give it to him? Of course. I'll fix it up even if it kills me.
Don't fuck it up now.
Thanks. I'll write it even if it kills me too. Ah! I'm already so nervous.
Hey, you two over there.
Huh? Is that who I think it is? Ah! It is! It's Shotaro! Oh, wow! Speak of the devil.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Magnate's son, Shotaro Wakamura. Try to give him the coolest cool guy voice possible.
Oh, he's totally glowing as usual. Is something wrong?
Have you seen Azami? He didn't show up to today's association meeting.
Oh, I see. I haven't seen him today. I think I know where he is. I'll go get him.
Oh, you do? Knew I could count on you, Tsukasa. I'll let you handle it then.
Sure. No problem. Oh, man. He called me by my name. I'm so fired up right now. Let's do this. Yeah, let's. First stop, let's find those two. But they're up at, the Katakisha ruins. Let's go, Sato. Right behind you.
Right behind you. He could be you. He could be me. He could even be... Oh, yes, please. Okay, I would love to learn more about your little high school drama, but I want to know what the fuck is this woman's deal? Why is she so fucking sketchy and creepy? Nishiki, there you are. Sorry for calling you all the way out here.
Not at all. Thank you for bringing the case to our attention. I hear you've got an unusual corpse on your hands.
What the fuck kind of... He looks like a discount Bruce Lee. He's got the Bruce Lee haircut. Empty your mind. Be formless, shape. Well, forensics aren't here yet, so I honestly don't know whether it can even be called a corpse or not. But I do know that it'll cause a stir if anyone catches sight of it. So right now we're just trying to keep the busybodies away. I sure am glad it happened while you were still here, though. What with you being from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police and all.
She's from the police? She's a fucking police officer?
Why does he give like a villain vibe? He gives like the same vibe as Adachi from Persona 4. What's with this Persona 4 like overlap I'm getting right now? First we get Chie and Yukiko, now we get Adachi here. And he looks like the guy from the previous game too. No spoilers. If you haven't played the first game. Prefectural Police Detective Masaru Ide. Where is her cadaver then? Still in the water over there, where it was found. Feel free to go ahead and examine it. Over there? I see. You're telling me she's a cop this whole time? I still can't believe it. I thought she and her son were like the villain. That's not her son. That's probably her assistant or something. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Hi there. Wow. Oh. I see. So this is the corpse in question, is it? Unusual is certainly one word for it. It is all dried up now, almost like it's been mummified. But apart from that, it's pretty safe to say this is a mermaid, right?
Let's take a closer look at it.
I don't know what... why am I giving her an accent? As you can see, there's no doubt it has a human head. That's the main reason we went ahead with treating it as a corpse. I am watching you. Oh shit, Grotesque Maximus. Hello. Welcome.
That makes sense. I can't imagine anyone would have seen a creature like this before, after all.
If it really is a mermaid, won't this be a pretty huge discovery?
It's not a sort of thing we'll be able to make public, that's for sure.
I don't suppose we have any way of confirming their identity. I'll just give her a British accent, fuck it. Their identity? Given the state of the body, it'd probably be difficult to confirm based on facial features, but we might have a chance using dental records. Though that would depend on if they'd ever had a dental exam. I see. That makes sense. Hold on one moment.
Do we know what the situation was when the corpse was found?
No, I'm not doing a British. I'll just do whatever accent, whatever. I just got here as well, so I'm not clear on the details myself. From the sounds of it, a local civilian happened to cross it about an hour ago as they were passing by. They got us on the scene immediately, so no one else should have seen it.
That's a relief. We don't want people working themselves into a frenzy over this. Where's that local now?
We've got someone taking their statement in the nearby police box. I'll let you know when we get more info there.
Please do.
Weren't you gonna examine the body? Who the fuck is this guy?
This is Masaru Ide, a detective from the local police. He's acting as my point of contact while I'm over here, as well as providing any support I need. I don't doubt it's quite a troublesome assignment. There are a lot of things that need to be kept secret, for one. But he's been very good at not prying into the particulars while doing what needs to be done. Occasional grumbling notwithstanding. Given what this case end up involving, though, those particulars may not end up being undisclosed for much longer. It would seem like the fish half of the body begins from the shoulders downward.
All the mermaids I've ever heard of had the fish start from the waist down. If it is a fake, maybe whomever made it didn't do their research.
Really? Several of the mermaids described in old Japanese legends have their faces as the only human part, though.
Seriously? I guess that makes me the one who didn't do the research then. The body's lower half is identical to a fish's tail. If this was a fish, it'd be a pretty huge one. One more toast. If this really is a corpse, I wonder when they died. I doubt their body would have ended up this desiccated if it had been in sea this whole time. You think there's the possibility that they died, shriveled up into a mummy-like state, and then their body fell into the sea and got washed up here?
It makes for quite the enigma, that's for sure.
There's no sign of any external wounds. Can't see anything that could have caused their death, at least. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards it being a fake of some kind. What do you think?
It's true that many of the mermaid mummies discovered were ultimately found to have been man-made in origin.
This a hoax? It's a prank? Okay. Anyway, shall we continue? You won't find me complaining if it is. No need to investigate a fake corpse after all. Maybe that's being too optimistic though.
We'll just have to see about that, won't we?
When I first saw this expression, I thought they must have died in unbelievable agony. But at the same time, I can't help but feel like they look almost satisfied. Could just be imagination, though. Could just be my imagination, though. Satisfied, huh? What if he's right? What if that's the mother who wanted to die? Or the mermaid who wanted to kill herself because she was sick of living forever? So that's why she's satisfied. Coming up with all these theories now. If we really do have a mermaid on our hands, do you think it's all those stories about becoming immortal? Do you think all those stories about becoming immortal from eating mermaid flesh are true?
Oh, so you're curious about that too, Detective?
Well, I don't know if I'd actually want to eat it, though. Living forever doesn't necessarily mean you'll be happy, you know? Besides, I can't say I find the thought of eating meat from this thing all that appealing.
I see. I suppose that's a natural response.
Oi, what's up, Arch Coffee Man, sir? How you doing?
But there are plenty of people who would be interested in getting their hands on this corpse for that exact reason.
I can see that. We might have even have people fighting over it if it gets out. All the more reason to try and keep it hidden. Sure is a troublesome thing we've got on our hands here. Sorry. Okay, what else do we look at here? We've looked at everything. This is Futamigaura. Futamigaura. Oh, thanks, Arch Coffee Master. Hey, enjoy your stay here, man. Trying to make it as fun as possible. And I appreciate that. This is Futamigaura. Okay, this is Futamigaura, the coastline just northeast of Ise City. It's a pretty popular location for tourists. There are several beaches nearby as well, so a bunch of people are milling around.
It certainly is an impressive sight. It's too bad we couldn't come here as simple tourists.
It does look nice. Is this real? Okay, anyways. More?
The sound of the waves and the buzz from the onlookers fill the air around us. I suppose it's inevitable that the police being around would draw people's attention. I just hope it doesn't cause a commotion.
Is there more to talk about? What haven't I looked at? I can't look around, can I? Oh, I can't. Why did it let me do that with the mouse? That's so weird. Where's Kiryu? Oh, there you are. Hold up, what is it? One tiny question. I was watching someone grind out the diving minigame at the start to max out the No, I didn't want. I don't play like that. I don't like to grind that stuff. I did do a little bit, but it was like, I'd just rather move on with the story. Keep the grinding for when it counts later on. Yeah, so my focus is more on progression. Thank you for asking. Good question. So this twink-looking guy, his name is Kiryu. I'm debating on whether to give this guy a Kiryu kind of voice, or just a voice more fitting of how he looks.
Well, I think we have a decent grasp of the situation now. What's your opinion, Soto?
First of all, based on the state of the corpse. Kiryu, Kazuma Kiryu. I think it's safe to... fuck it, no, that's too much effort. I'll just give him a more fitting voice.
I think it's safe to say this is another case of the curse of the forsaken fish. So the residual curse energy is still lingering around the body.
Just as expected then. I suppose that's no surprise. Huh? What was that just now? We'll try to explain our understanding of the case so far, Detective. I realize some of it might sound a bit absurd, but please bear with us. This corpse is neither a fake, nor could it be called a mermaid. It is the remains of a human, one transformed into a fish as the result of a curse. There's a curse going around that turns people into fish? What? What? A former human? And a curse too. It's pretty hard to know what to say to that. One thing's for sure. That's not going to fly in the case report by itself. Mind explaining a bit more for me? Of course. Let's start with an explanation of our circumstances then. Gotta use the keyboard for this. Sorry. First, I suppose I should start with a brief explanation of the department I work for. Wait, aren't you part of some secret department in the security division over in Tokyo? Are you sure you should be telling me something like that? I'm not going to get caught up in any troublesome business if you do, am I? No need to worry. I doubt it'll come to that. Probably. Our work is mostly kept a secret because it's something of a pain to find people who will accept, let alone understand, the circumstances each time. But you've been very supportive so far, so I can't imagine that will be a problem. Well, if you really insist, go ahead, I guess. As you say, my department is indeed part of the security division. Its proper name is the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. Hold up, do we get to meet Susumi? Please tell me we'll get to meet Susumi at some point. Or Ario, I miss those guys. Jeez, the Paranormal Affairs Bureau, huh? The Paranormal Affairs Bureau, huh? Though there really are cases of spiritual phenomena causing harm around the place. I guess it's not that hard to believe there'd be some sort of organization to deal with them within the police. Precisely. I'm glad you're so quick on the uptake. Well, after seeing that corpse over there, there's not much else I can do but believe it, you know? Oh, does that mean you have the spirit sense? Or some sort of psychic powers of some kind? Not to any notable degree, I'm afraid. As I mentioned, I'm primarily a housewife. If you ask me, I would rather sort this all out and get back home to my husband as soon as possible. Is her husband? No. Can't be, no. Right. Soda here was my husband's protege when he used to work as a psychic, though. Okay, so that, it's, Susumi's not the husband, okay. Plus it wouldn't make sense, because, yeah, anyways. He helps me out on any work I'm assigned to. I'm responsible for handling any spiritual work that comes up, yes. Spiritual work, huh? Hearing you say that like it's another job really makes me feel like we're talking about another industry entirely. But if you really are just a housewife, Miss Shiki, what, Mrs. Shiki, sorry, ma'am, why are you working for a special unit like that? I know it's none of my business, but if your husband is a psychic, wouldn't all this be more in this line of work? True. Personally, I'd also rather our roles be reversed. But there are several reasons why that unfortunately can't be the case. I see. I don't really know the circumstances, but it sounds pretty tough. Either way, I should be good to put this down as a paranormal affairs case, right? That should be fine, yes. You can leave the rest of the investigation to us. We'll also handle the report. More specifically, Soda will. He's like, what? I didn't ask for this! Really? Thanks, that's a great help. Not again. So, Soto, how do you feel about handling the paperwork? Got anything to say? I'll let you handle the explanations, ma'am.
course. Leave it to me. In return, I'll be counting on you to handle the report. Oh, confound it. I love New Richter. I do get that vibe. Yes. I do get that vibe. At first, I got like a creepy, like bad guy vibe from these two, but no, they're I'd say they're more like the new Sumi and Ario. I don't know if we've met New Richter just yet. I think we've met him earlier. That was Shotaro. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Oh, there's still more. Okay. So, does that mean you came all the way to Mia because you knew something like this was going to happen? Oh, that's awfully perceptive of you, Detective. I suppose you could say that, yes. At the very least, the situation hasn't come as a huge surprise.
If that's the case, was the body from the other day one of those cases too then? Another recollection?
What?
Oh! More stuff!
It was indeed, yes.
Seriously? That does sound like a pain to deal with. Now this guy gives off like a Shikamaru vibe, like everything's a drag to him. Oh, what a drag. I better Chief knew all about this when he assigned me to the case.
If it lessens the burden, you've been a great help to us so far, Detective.
I don't mind occult stuff, so I've been asking all these questions out of curiosity. But it's probably best I don't get too involved in all this paranormal business, right? You must have had a good reason for keeping it under wraps after all.
I think that would be wise, yes.
Ay, la 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 la. Still, I never would have thought that there's a curse out there that can turn people into fish. And it only half worked, so the victim ended up looking like a mermaid. That's bound to cause misunderstandings.
The curse is originally meant to turn a person's whole body into that of a fish, you see. But the victim died before the transformation was complete, so it stopped before it could reach that point.
Ooh. So you could just turn someone to a fish without anyone knowing. That is wild.
The vast majority of the mermaids discovered over the years are either man-made fakes or victims of the same curse.
I see. To be honest, part of me was kind of excited when I first saw what it looked like. I thought it might mean there are really mermaids out there, you know? Exactly like the ones you hear about in stories.
I'm afraid we can neither confirm nor deny things there.
Well, I get why you were asking about the corpse's identity now. It's because you realize they used to be human, right?
That's right. Very recently, too. The transformation likely happened yesterday, or even earlier today.
What? That recently? Someone just really end up in a state like this after just a day?
They certainly could.
Seriously? These curses are scary. I'll get forensics to take a look when they get here then.
Please do. The investigator in question has worked on paranormal affairs cases before, so they shouldn't need any explanation.
Are we getting a Susumi and Ario return? Come on. Tell me. Say it ain't so. Alright, the case from yesterday. Great, that should save us some effort then. Cursed one day, a mummified corpse the next. Sure is a scary world we live in. Oh, jeez. You know, I sometimes find myself wondering if I have a bit of spirit sense as well. There have been times I've caught sight of strange things when walking down a road at night. And when I looked into it later, I found that the place I walked by had been the site of an accident or the like.
Oh, that might be the real deal then.
It definitely is a possibility. I would advise not going too close to anything you see of that nature. It becomes easier for them to target you if they realize you're aware of them, you see. Jeez, what would happen then? I guess I'd end up possessed or something. There is that danger, yes. In the event you are possessed, you may find yourself afflicted by headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations. Memory problems and impaired thinking are also not unheard of. Ugh. Headaches and muscle stiffness definitely ring a bell. I sure hope it isn't the work of some spirit. Or some enemy stand. Jojo. Do people have their personalities taken over when possessed too? It may be possible with spirits who had a very close relationship to their target, such as if they were siblings or parent and child. But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. The negative effects I just mentioned are primarily caused by two parties not being in sync. That's good to know, I think. Even if a spirit were able to successfully possess someone, it would only be able to pressure them to behave in ways that wouldn't be unusual for the individual in question. Hold up, water break. My throat's getting raspy. And I'm back. That didn't take long. I got my water bottle right here. We are set to continue, just like that. Anyways, back to the eerie, ominous mood here. I see. But in that case, there's no way of knowing whether you're behaving that way of your own will or not, right? Exactly. Hence the prevalence of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. Huh. So that's how things work here. As far as I know, I haven't been having any problems like that, though, so I think I should be fine. Having spirit sense seems like it's more trouble than it's worth somehow. Okay, we done explaining? Kitty-chan? This is Soto Kiryu. He's worked with me as my assistant for a long time now, although he usually makes his living as a psychic detective. He's not officially with the police, but with my assignments being what they are, he has special permission to accompany me on investigation. Now I see why you call him New Richter. Okay, he's a PI, in a way. But instead of private investigator, he's psychic investigator. Ooh, spooky. I think we've looked at everything, right? Oh, police officer. Okay, that's about it. We've discussed everything here. Oh. He's had his gaze fixed on a corpse ever since we got here. I suppose he's curious to know what led to its current state. Oh, that's it? Okay. What else is there to look at? Come on! Oh! So I had to think about that, okay. Usually I thought, the think option was there if you're, like, stuck or something. But okay. Ma'am. What is it? Perhaps I could use my Shagan ability and see if it produces any results. Oh, that's an excellent idea. I almost forgot we had such a handy trick up our sleeve. Shagan. What does that do?
Patience, Detective. You'll see soon enough. Right. There. It's done. Oh, so it went well, did it? Well done, Soto.
What's this all about then?
Soto can see the face of the deceased from a piece of their remains, however small. He can then sketch their features based on what he saw.
Oh, that's a useful feature.
Ah! So that's how you got a sketch of the victim in that other case.
An ability like that would be priceless if we could use it on the force, you know?
Well, I hear it doesn't always work, so it's unfortunately not foolproof. So, what did our victim look like?
Oh my god, it's the mother! Or it looks like the mother.
About that, I think it might be faster to see for yourself. This face, it's Somikawa!
Wait, Somikawa?
You can't mean...
Oh?
What? Her?
Wait, was it her? Wait, hold on, let me just double check here. Or is it someone else that just happens to look like the mother? Oh, never mind, it's someone else. It's a new character. Wow. Alright. Which one do we go to next?
No, I'm more invested in this right now, so,
yeah. Let's go here.
Welcome, ma'am. I've been waiting for you. The site where the bones were found is a little ways offshore from this beach. You went ahead and started the investigation, I see. Thanks for that. Not at all. Clearing everything with local police meant all I had to do was arrive and inspect the remains myself. To get straight to the point, there is no doubt. Signs of a curse are clearly evident. The skeletal remains are tied to a supernatural incident. Seems I was right to trust my intuition on this one. Alright then, let me hear the full report. Understood. To begin, shall we reveal the details of the case?
You know, it's been bothering me, like, how familiar this guy looks. I finally got it. He looks like an Asian version of the guy from Criminal Minds. Spencer Reed. I think that was his name. He looks like an Asian version of that.
Is that really necessary? Summarizing may help us notice something we missed. Not a day goes past that I don't admire your diligence, Soto. My thanks. I'll strive to be brief. A few days ago, a fisherman off the coast here hauled up a long rod-like object.
Oh. It's sunny outside again. Good to know. It's been raining all day. Sorry.
A fisherman off the coast here hauled up a long rod-like object. It resembled a human bone, so he notified the police. That was about 10 days ago. So he finished it up completely by chance. Following that, the police conducted an underwater investigation of the surrounding area. They discovered multiple skeletal remains in the fissure beneath the rocks. All the remains were already severely deteriorated, with each being several years to several decades old. As a result, forensics struggled to identify the victims. There was just too little to go on. Only fragments of the skulls remained,
so facial reconstruction was apparently not possible.
Hardly surprising in such a state. Still, with your ability, we hardly need facial reconstruction, do we?
Indeed. I'll report my discoveries shortly.
You know, one possibility comes to mind. Will you humor me?
Please, go ahead.
I wonder if those skeletal remains could be the victims of the Kamishima Southern Sea disaster from 5 years ago.
Regrettably, that is not the case.
Oh, darn it!
Please don't sound so defeated. Forensics confirmed 5 bodies in total. But they said that each had decomposed over a different length of time.
Oh? Meaning they didn't all die at the same time?
Correct. The most recent appears to date back 6 years. The others go back some 10 years before that, and another 10, another 10, and so on. So roughly one body every 10 years? Indeed. I imagined that any older remains may have simply decayed entirely.
Which means someone's been using that fissure as a place to dump corpses for decades?
It's surrounded by rock, and with minimal currents in the area, it's unlikely they drifted there naturally. Had that bone not been fished up by chance, we'd never have known. In other words, it was an ideal site for quietly disposing of bodies.
So this was no accident. Someone did this. I imagine quite some resentment must have piled up over the years.
Indeed. But I've already cleansed the lingering resentment in the area. Leaving such resentment to fester could lead to a curse manifesting, after all.
Efficient as always.
My thanks. There is one more point of concern that all the remains have in common.
Go on.
Each body bore a clean, precise cut, clearly severed.
Severed? You're saying they were sliced through the bone?
Exactly. Each was sliced down through the bone, all with a clean cut as smooth as the last. Forensics noted that reproducing such uniform cuts would be extremely difficult. Even with industrial equipment, such precision would have been unachievable decades ago. One possible explanation is that a master swordsman, wielding a razor-sharp katana, cleaved each of them in a single stroke.
Yes, well, that would certainly explain it.
But warriors don't exactly run around with swords in this day and age. Which brings us to the possibility of a curse, I suppose.
Which brings us to the possibility of a curse, I suppose.
Correct. If the cuts were made by supernatural means, the rules change. And as it turns out, there were traces of a curse at each of the severed points.
It was just a matter of time until we found one.
Also, for the briefest moment, I glimpsed a curse echo that looked like a warrior in armor.
A curse echo in armor?
Oh, damn. Oh, shit! It's Bishamon! It's Bishamon from Darkstalkers! Yes. Judging from the crust on its armor and given our location, it appears to be a curse tied to the Heike. Right. The Heike. You are familiar with the Heike, I assume? I have no idea.
The Heike? I'm not too sure.
The Heike were a branch of the Tyro clan, a warrior family who rose to power at the end of the Heian period. From their base in the Ise province, they expanded their influence, reaching great heights under Taira no Kiyomori. But in their pride, they were defeated by the Genji in what is now known as the Genpei War.
Yes. Of course I knew that.
The tale of the Heike preserved just how prosperous they were before they fell. Many who lived through the downfall carried deep regrets. Is this real? The resentment is especially persistent. Many traces remain even today, and they can be quite meddlesome.
Indeed. You hear about it all over the place. I guess even by expert standards, it's quite the problem.
What's more, the katana that cursed Echo carried. I believe it may have been the famed blade Nukimaru.
Nukimaru.
Nukamaru or Nukimaru? I don't know. Yes. A blade passed down through the Heike, once wielded by Tara no Tadamori.
I see. It would seem your love of swords has proved rather useful here.
He did it.
So what you're saying is that these skeletal remains were cut and killed by the power of Tadamori's curse?
I can't say it was Tadamori himself, but I am confident it was a curse from someone within the Heike. At the very least, it offers an explanation for those mysteriously perfect cuts.
But the body's being dumped every decade. Surely that can't be the curse too, can it?
Correct. I imagine that part likely involves further intervention by someone else.
So this wasn't an accident by some spontaneous curse. There's a perpetrator out there.
Indeed. However, I can't imagine any psychic with enough power to wield such a curse would dispose of bodies so poorly. My theory is that someone is using a curse stone. They are killing through its curse, then discarding the bodies.
A curse stone?
Think of it as a talisman that lets even those without spirit sense use the power of curses. They are created when intense resentment fuses with a suitable relic.
That sounds dangerously convenient.
There were a few incidents involving curse stones in Tokyo last year, actually. Didn't you hear?
Oh, the 7 mysteries of Hanjo? Oh, now that you mention it, that somewhat rings a bell.
Is it this one? Hey, here we go. 7. Wait, no, that was even. Sorry, I thought I saw 7 there. Whoops. My bad.
So in short, whoever's behind this possesses a stone imbued with a Heike's curse.
They use it to kill someone roughly every decade, dumping the body into the sea. Yes, that aligns with the evidence. Thank you for the summary.
Now then, about those skeletal remains. Were you able to use your Shagan, Sono?
Yes, I did. It only worked on the most recent body, though, the one from 6 years ago. By viewing part of the remains, I was able to reconstruct a portrait sketch of how he looked when he was alive. Here's a copy. I've already provided one to the police as well.
Impressive.
That ability of yours remains quite the asset. Not always. There are times when the vision just doesn't come through. It's far from infallible. Besides, there are those who could simply speak directly with the victim's spirit and ask who did it.
Even so, none of these methods would hold up as admissible evidence in court.
But as the lead in our investigation, it's more than enough. Excellent work. Thank you. We had the police compare the sketch against missing people from 6 years ago, but no matches were found.
Darn,
would have made things much easier. Detective Ide is continuing the investigation.
Ah, the detective with the local police. I've heard he's good, so let's hope he proves it. Say, Soto, that sketch of yours. Maybe we should show it to some of the locals.
Ah, good point. Someone might recognize him if they were around here 6 years ago. If we can identify the victim, it could help us trace the one who used the curse. I guess we can't just leave things be now that we know that there's a curse involved. Honestly, I'd rather not deal with it. There you go again. Are you sure that's something you should be saying out loud? Obviously not. I just want to get this over with and go home, that's all. Yes, yes, we all know how much you love your home. You can see the sea from here all the way to Kamishima. Do you sense anything out there, Soto? Yes, I do. The waters south of Kamishima are saturated with the powerful presence of the curse of the raging waves. I can sense it even from this distance. That's how strong it is. Is that so? Looking out to sea, I can't see a thing. I just hope this means we've made it in time. Even during the disaster 5 years ago, the energy was never this overwhelming. The seal has broken. There's no doubt about it. So it's already broken. That isn't good. The sea still seems calm, though. Does the storm not break out immediately? Yes, something seems to be holding it back for now. Oh, so there's a silver lining at least. It seems stable for the moment. We probably have 2 or 3 days of safety. Then we've got a bit of breathing room. Perhaps there's still something we can do. Perhaps there's something we can do. Sorry. This is the part where I'm starting to burn out a bit. I hope we can do something about the curse of the raging waves while still being held back. Yes, but despite all efforts, we still haven't found a way to lift the curse. We might have a struggle ahead of us. That's really the heat of the problem, isn't it? And we have no idea where your ancestors' keepsake is either. I apologize on behalf of my family. Ma'am, behind you. Behind me? Is it jump scare time? Is it time for the jump scare? Oh, okay. Oh! Huh? What are you doing here? What the fuck? Who's that? Just someone from town passing by? Oh, I thought she was going to say something. Okay. Ah, she bolted! Soto! After her! On it! Hey! Stop! Let me go! I didn't do nothing wrong! I've apprehended the suspect. Damn, this guy's good. Good work. Sorry for the rough handling. Mind helping us out a bit? Huh! What were you doing here? Why did you run? What? Don't get smart with me! You're the suspicious ones! Sneaking around and poking into things! You think folks will be wary with shady types like you wandering through town? Okay, can't blame her. I mean, they do look kind of sketchy. I mean, not gonna lie. I see. Sorry if we gave you a scare. We're with the police. Nothing shady here. You're with the police? Seriously? You heard about the skeletal remains found nearby, yes? That's what we're looking into. You don't look like police. Say, do you live around here? There's something I'd like you to take a quick look at. Do you recognize this face at all? We believe he may have been around here about 6 years ago. Huh? No? Don't know him. I see. Then could you pinpoint us in the direction of someone who might know about people coming and going in town? No idea. Ask whoever you want. Can I go now? I've got nothing to do with this. Don't know a thing. She looks kind of off. Alright, sorry for holding you up. What a peculiar woman. Almost like her mind
It was like her mind was somewhere else entirely. Well, either way, we should talk to more people in town.
Agreed.
Also, could you ask around and find out who that woman is?
Of course. Ma'am, I've learned a few things.
Excellent, let's hear it.
I showed the sketch of the victim to several townsfolk. However, it would seem that none here recognized him at all.
Unfortunate. I suppose chances are he wasn't from this area to begin with. Guess we'll have to place our hopes on Detective Ide then.
I also asked around about the woman we encountered earlier. Apparently she isn't originally from this town.
Oh, is that so?
Indeed. Apparently she wandered into town about 5 years ago. She's been living alone in a cheap rental apartment on the outskirts of town ever since. When she first arrived, she had nothing but an old wooden box, which she was clutching as if it were very dear to her. Nothing but an old wooden box. Supposedly, she used to work as an alma diver. Around when she first moved here, she occasionally go diving for a fish. But these days, she keeps to herself, and no one ever sees her diving anymore. No one really knows how she supports herself, and many of the islanders find her unsettling.
Perhaps she fled from something and moved her life here.
This was suggested, yes, but she's never spoken about her past, so no one knows for sure. Although, according to her landlord, she's never been late on rent. And she's never caused any problems either.
Still, it seems odd she gets so worked up about strangers coming to town.
Doesn't seem like she's in any position to be worrying about that.
Think she might be hiding something?
It's possible. Her attitude changed the moment we said we were with the police. Perhaps she was keeping watch over the coast where the bodies were dumped, waiting to see if someone showed up.
Right. I mean, the most recent body's from 6 years ago, and she arrived in town 5 years back. The timing is rather suspicious when you look at it like that. We'd best keep an eye on her.
Agreed.
Were you able to get her name?
Apparently her last name is Somekawa, but I didn't manage to get her first name.
Somekawa? Why does that name sound so familiar?
You've heard it before?
I think so, but I can't quite remember where. But I'm a woman who cast off her past long ago. I guess I shouldn't let it bother me.
Past? What kind of life were you living, lady? Not this again.
Let's leave any time-consuming background checks to Detective Ide.
Very well. I'll inform him. There's more? What?
You don't suppose we might be working with a bad sketch here?
You needn't worry about that. I'm confident in the likeness. It should be a near-perfect match.
You're right. I'm sure it's close. Sorry for doubting you.
So this means that woman might have been marking us since we got here. It's possible. I apologize for not noticing sooner. Even a moment's lapse can expose one to a curse. I was careless, but I won't let it happen again. Is this one of those things where like I have to jump back in time at some point and realize, wait, no, there's a way to undo this curse, a puzzle, like in the previous game? That was pretty cool. I liked that.
You can be cursed that easily? That's terrifying. What a world we live in.
That concludes all the information I gathered from my inquiries.
That helps a lot. Thanks.
Shall I summarize our next steps?
Yes, I suppose we need to do something about all this.
Let's see. Water break. 1 moment. And stretch break. Oh, God. Okay, back to business. Regarding the unidentified skeletons, until we can identify the victim from the sketch, we have no other leads to move forward. I believe this is best left in Detective Ide's hands. Yes, agreed. And I think the same goes for that Sumikawa woman from earlier. We'll have Detective Ide look into her. It's nice to have someone we can rely on. Agreed on that end too.
In other words, we can safely leave the skeleton case to him for now.
Yes, though we should remain vigilant regarding the curse stones. Regarding our main objective, or the so-called Curse of the Raging Waves. Without knowing how to lift it, there's not much we can do right now.
I don't suppose there's a chance you'd be able to break the curse using brute force? You're quite good at that.
It's certainly an option if worst comes to worst. But I can't say I have high hopes it will work. I guess it would be more realistic to try to find some clues by the whereabouts of your ancestors' keepsake instead. Indeed. It is said that the item may hold the key to lifting the curse of the raging waves. But even the location of the map pointing to that keepsake has unfortunately been lost to time. Although, the map was said to be hidden inside a model of a mermaid mummy. One rumor says it was sold overseas during the Edo period.
Doesn't sound promising. If we can't find it, I guess we're back to trying to break the curse with brute force.
But to even consider that route, we need much more intel from the island.
Which is why we need to head back to Kamishima. And at the very least, advise the locals to evacuate.
Yes. Hopefully someone of influence there will believe us about the curse of the raging waves.
Is something wrong?
No. It's just that one of the islanders I spoke to seems to be calling me over. Something may have happened. I'll go find out.
Please do.
Ma'am?
What was it?
The person who called me over shared a new piece of information. They were told to keep it secret, but opened up since we're with the police.
Go on.
Earlier this morning, down by the shore, they apparently found something that resembled the corpse of a mermaid.
A mermaid? Really?
That same person reported it to a local authority, and was immediately ordered to tell no one, not even the police.
You're kidding me.
That local authority then contacted an unknown individual. Soon after, someone came and secretly retrieved the mermaid corpse.
That couldn't be more suspicious, could it?
Exactly. They were uneasy about the whole thing, which is why they confided in me. What shall we do?
Did they describe what the mermaid looks like?
Yes. Except from the head to the shoulders, it was human, but below that entirely fish. So it was not the classic mermaid from fairy tales, it would seem.
Only the head was human.
They also said it was completely dried out, almost mummified. The face was unrecognizable, but they thought it resembled a local ama diver named Tamiko Suma.
What?
Apparently she went out diving alone this morning, and hasn't returned. That's likely what worried the witness the most.
That is troubling. Damn it, just what we needed, more things to deal with. First things first, let's deal with this mermaid story. Come on.
Is that a burn mark on her neck? And the plot thickens. So many mysteries going on here. This should be very interesting. But unfortunately, my mouth is getting fatigued. My throat is kind of hurting. So we're going to have to end the Paranormasight stream here. But if you're interested in some TF2, I'll be starting that soon after. Let me just get some things out of the way first, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Anyways, I plan on streaming more of this. I plan on finishing this starting I want to say Monday. Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday, I'm just going to be straight marathoning this game because this game has got me hooked. I loved the first game and already I'm very intrigued as to what's going on in the second. I can't wait to see what unfolds here. So, yeah. If you want to see more of this, please give me a follow, you know, like. If you're on YouTube, like. If you haven't subscribed already, do that. And aside from that, oh my god, Lewis, you are so late, pal. Don't worry, there's the VOD you can watch after. I promise you, it's a very interesting game. So definitely check it out. I'm ending the Paranormasight stream, but I'm going to start a new stream for TF2 Classified, since we have some time for that. But I highly recommend you watch the VOD after this. It's really interesting. Guys, yeah, you're late for Paranormasight, but not for TF2. So, okay, guys. We'll be right back. Let me just make a new stream so that the TF2 and Paranormasight thing don't get mixed together. So yeah, see you later.